Okay, welcome everybody. We are going to react to this video. It's quite long, but should be fun. We will see. We'll keep reacting to it basically until we feel like it's getting boring. But for the most part, it's about rent in Canada being out of control. And yeah, feel free to say hello in the chat. Probably if you're seeing this, there's nobody watching yet, so saying that is kind of pointless, but anyway, we'll start the video. Here we go.
I want to know how the hell people in Canada are even living.
I'm going to be the one to say it because I don't care, but the housing crisis in Canada is disgusting.
What is going on in Canada that this house costs?
That rent or apartment is this expensive now. Like, what's really going on?
I cannot fathom paying $1,000 a month to live with 3 other people.
Rent is so out of control in Ontario cities that a UBC student commutes from Calgary to Vancouver instead of paying rent.
The housing market is so fucked, and I honestly don't even know what to do anymore.
I am so fucking mad. Not only is trying to find an apartment in Ontario fucking bullshit.
Rent in Canada is out of control. One-bedroom apartments cost more than half of people's income. Many renters are forced to share rooms, basements.
This sounds sort of like an AI script. I'm going to go ahead just to the parts of the people talking.
If you're currently living in Alberta, specifically Calgary area, and you live downtown in a high-rise apartment, what the fuck do you do for work? Like, I need to know, because I just went apartment shop.
That's where I used to live. I'm not rich, but Calgary's not as bad as Vancouver or Toronto. Calgary's bad, but Calgary's actually reasonable, to be totally honest. If you compare rent prices to salaries, it's maybe not reasonable, but it's like at the upper end of what's possible. The places in Toronto and BC, for the most part, it's like rich people or you're getting your help from your parents.
Or like renting, whatever, with my friend the other day, and the prices are absolutely insane. And I just don't understand what job people are doing as Canadians. Like, I'm 25. What job would a 25-year-old have to be living in these apartments?
It's a good question. It's a great point. That's the thing about the housing crisis that doesn't get brought up enough. It's not just that the homes are expensive and that rent is expensive. It's that the salaries are flat. Places in America like Seattle are very expensive. Los Angeles, Boston, but there's a lot of very high salaries. So a lot of people can afford to live there. Canada, we have very high housing prices. There's a cat. It sounds like in the other unit beside me being so annoying. But anyway, high housing and the high or the low salaries. So brutal.
Because it's just insane to me. Like, $1,800 for a studio apartment downtown, minus $200 parking, minus utilities. Like,
how much did she say? 1,800?
Studio apartment downtown, minus $1,800 for a studio apartment downtown, minus.
Yeah, that's for no bedroom. That would probably be right. I thought you said for a 1-bedroom. I thought 1,800 would be a deal. A 1-bedroom apartment in Calgary downtown is probably $1,950, and yeah, that's without parking, without utilities.
$200 parking, minus utilities. Like, what the fuck? How are you guys living? How are you guys living? Please tell me. I want to know how the hell people in Canada are even living. I generally consider myself a positive person. I'm like resourceful, but
no, she's correct. A lot of people have been totally screwed over in Canada. And if you turn on CBC or listen to any of those people, they tell you the problem is Trump.
Stuff happened around the property, and like, well, I know I'll never truly be homeless. Like, I have family to live with, and, you know, like, I have options. Like, I'm luckier than a lot of other people, but...
Yeah, but what kind of life is that? This is the problem. The option for a lot of people is just live with your parents, live in a basement suite. I think a lot of Canadians eventually will probably maybe do some type of a revolution eventually, meaning like a big protest, or I don't know. because there's going to be a lot of people, I think, I think a lot of it is just there'll be deaths of despair. Like people die just from lives of loneliness, essentially, because you live in a basement suite or you just get kind of behind in life and slowly wither away. Maybe you'll move to like Mexico or something, but there's a lot of people in Canada, I would say, living just quietly desperate lives because they can't afford to do anything else. Like that's so many people in Canada right now.
How the hell is anyone existing in Canada? Like, I feel trapped. And like, I just got a good job. I started in September, but even with that job, it pays less than 40 grand a year. And it's a job that requires like education, and even on that.
She's so correct. Those entry-level jobs are brutal for pay.
That job, like, I still can't do shit. I can't buy anything. I can't afford the rent these days. Like, I'm just feeling so much despair. And I know I'm normally like
many such cases,
really, really positive, but I'm just like, how is everyone else, and are you okay? Because the answer is probably no. And I know I'm lucky. I don't have kids. I have like good family that will support.
That's lucky. That's the state of Canada. I'm lucky that I don't have kids, just because you'd be petrified of how you're going to afford them.
Support me, but I feel like I can't stay here, but I can't move anywhere else, because anywhere else I move to, I'm gonna be charging, like, the landlords are just gonna charge me like $2,500 a month in rent. Like, unless I move into the middle of literally nowhere where there are zero jobs, and I'm just.
And that sucks too. You got to start from zero. You got no support. Like, man, it's sad. I think a lot of Canadians, there's probably millions, not even probably, there would be millions who are just living on the internet. Maybe they're taking antidepressants, just fucking Netflix, YouTube, video games.
I'm just feeling really overwhelmed. And, like, I don't know. There's a part of me that just wants to say, F it, and just get a whole bunch of credit cards and just travel and just, like, get out of Canada, because
YOLO. The thing is, like, yeah, I don't know. That would be okay. Welcome, everybody. That would be pretty interesting. I'm just changing something up here on my title. Just bear with me for maybe not even like 30 seconds, something like that. But yeah, it's very sad. If you're in the chat, let me know. Say hello. We're covering here the cost of living crisis in Canada. The thumbnail kind of sucks. Maybe I'll try to change my thumbnail up. Maybe I'll put this on. What do you think for the thumbnail? What should I do to make this video pop? Here's my thumbnail. I got Canva. If you're not familiar with what it is, Canva is awesome. You got to pay for it, but well, I think you can use it actually for free. But it is good. Like the paid version, if you're a YouTube person, it is definitely worth it. This is live editing a thumbnail. Isn't this fire content? What do you think? That would that be clickable? I don't know. This isn't very good. Like this title, or the title, I guess, like the topic of video, generally I don't think has a very big click-through rate, but I don't know what else to put. Despair. I'll try that. And then we'll be right back to the video. If you're watching this on the recording, I apologize. Be right back to the normal reaction video in a second here. Very interesting stuff. Yeah, if you're in the chat, I love in the chat. So if whatever, you don't have to, but there we go. Okay, we'll go back to the video. Is this where I was? No, right here. There we go. Move this.
Like, I know it's bad everywhere. I really do. But
it's better in America. All the stupid elbows up, people. It is literally better in America, the cost of living situation. Again, with the exception of those major cities. But if you're in those major cities, you'd have to like work at Microsoft or something to afford them. Seattle or maybe not Portland, but Seattle, Boston. You need a very good job. But there's a whole bunch of pockets of America, like smaller cities in Texas, places like that. Carolina, I think, like the Carolinas, where you can find Boise, Idaho. You can find areas that have way cheaper housing, like Texas. There are cities in Texas, kind of smaller cities, where you can get legit mansions for like $600,000-$700,000. In Toronto, you get nothing actually for that. You don't even get let into you don't even get like a viewing.
I don't know.
And in Canada, like there's not very many places to escape. This whole housing situation in Canada has definitely been, I think people kind of got tired of talking about it, but the situation really has not improved. I think the rents in these major cities have gone down a little bit and the home price have gone down a little bit, but not nearly enough. Like there needs to be, in my opinion, a humongous housing crash. That'd be awesome. Obviously, if you own a house, you wouldn't probably be thrilled personally by that, but I think for the sake of young people, there just needs to be way more supply. That's the main thing that needs to happen. By the way, Canada has all these immigrants that we bring over. Why not bring over immigrants that know how to build homes? What the hell are we doing? Canada brings over immigrants that, I'm not knocking anybody when I say this, that work at Tim Hortons or work at Uber Eats, which actually, the Uber Eats thing is, I think people do take for granted how good that is, how much cheaper Uber Eats and stuff like that has gotten with so much labor. Like you can order food pretty cheap, way cheaper than you could before. But that's like one of the only things in Canada that's gotten cheaper is you can order food and there's more variety. It's not even that cheap, but it's like not insanely expensive at least.
33 years old. Like I was really hoping that I could at the very least afford.
Bro, 33 years old. Like I don't want to be Johnny Doctor here, but 33 years old. I'm 34. If you're a woman and you're 33, you've got, you're probably not, and you're just in this situation. There's a very good, the chances this woman never is a mother, probably, what do you think? 95% just on the odds. Like it could happen, but yeah, probably literally, it's probably statistically something like 95% that she'll never be a mother.
3 years old.
And I blame Canada for that, actually. Literally, I blame the country. I bet you in 1990, this woman would have been a mother by now.
Like, I was really hoping that I could at the very least afford, a small house. I don't want 3,100 square feet bullshit. I just want something small, 500 square feet, even less. And yet, it's just...
And what you really want is the house, and I mean, maybe not, but I think most people want the ability to raise a family. People did used to live in smaller homes, but anyway, we'll continue, I guess. But yeah.
It's so fucking expensive. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It ain't no way that renting an apartment is this expensive now. Like, what?
It ain't no way.
what's really going on, bro? Like, the market for apartments is crazy. Not even just apartments, like houses, all that. It's like the norm is like 2,500. Like, what's really going on? How do y'all expect people to get through the week? Just like, I don't get it. Like, bro,
Is this guy from Canada? He sounds like he's from America, but I guess I'm just gonna take for granted, or take whatever. The video is about Canada. I didn't find these clips myself, but I'm not even just saying that he's speaking in a way. He's speaking to me like someone from America.
feel bad if you ain't working right now or something. Like, it is crazy. Like, and then
it's not even a black thing. I just think that's the accent I'm hearing.
Apartments that don't even be nothing special about it. It ain't them high-rise apartments. It's the simple one bathroom, 2 bedrooms, living room, and that's it. Like, at the end of the day, bruh, the something gotta shake. A reality check has to come in play. Like, I don't know what's been going on these last couple of years, but I don't like it. Like, bro, you can't even tell nobody, like, yeah, I'm gonna move out and I get 18 to get a man. That's damn near throwing them to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, how motherfuckers be like, your parents be like, hey, you gotta move out when you get 18. I wish motherfucker would tell me if I was 18 right now, move out. You gotta let me get some time to understand what's going on. Like, these apartments are so expensive. And that ain't even groceries, cleaning products, clothes. Like, to the new generation, life is life. And you remember that teachers always like, yeah, once you graduate, you're gonna see
cleaning products. I don't think cleaning products are a real significant expense. I don't know how much you're cleaning, but I wonder actually how much money people spend on cleaning products per month. I mean, because you buy it all and then it lasts for quite a long time. Cleaning products is pretty funny. Paper towel. If you use lots of paper towel like I do, that becomes expensive because I'm kind of stupid with it.
life. No, life is really life. And I'm telling you, life is real.
I'm going to say something really controversial here, but if you work a full-time job...
This woman talks fast. I like it.
You should be able to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. I am so tired of hearing older people say that it is entitled to want to live in a 1-bedroom apartment and that they're saying we're entitled for not wanting to live with roommates. Yeah, it's always been normal to have roommates when you're in school, when you're in university, but why is it now the norm that when you're in your
totally
30s and even in your 40s that you have to have multiple roommates just to be able to survive? Because
is that the norm? I mean, that better not be. Whoever is saying that people are entitled for not wanting that is an idiot.
Cost of living is so high and the wages are just not keeping up with that.
This is the problem that doesn't get brought up in Canada. It's the wages. The wages are flat in Canada. I get like, so if the prices went up, but people made more money, it would honestly be fine.
Living is so high and the wages are just not keeping up with that. It is not entitled to want to be able to live in a 1-bedroom apartment when you are working full time, when you have a career. When I was in my early 20s, it was really common to have roommates in university and then maybe for a year or two as you were getting established in your career. But nowadays, you literally cannot live in a 1-bedroom apartment unless you have an extremely high paying job, especially if you live in a city anywhere in Canada. Now, I live in British...
Yeah, that sounds like me. That sounds like almost word for word the way I talk.
Columbia, which I know has always been a bit more expensive than the rest of Canada. But when I graduated university in 2015, a 1-bedroom apartment in Langley, BC, where I currently live around an hour outside of Vancouver, you could get for like $600 if you were living in a basement suite, and then like maybe $1,000, maybe $900 around there if you were getting like an actual apartment. Nowadays, basement suites go for like $1,800 to $2,000, and above ground, like actual apartments go for $2,200, $2,400, which is ridiculous. It should not be considered a wild luxury just for the rich to be able to live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, how did we get to a point where wanting to live in a 1-bedroom apartment is considered entitled? Now, I'm very lucky that I have a partner. We're able to split the rent somewhere. But if we broke up, I would be screwed. And the thing is I don't even have any single friends. Like, who would I live with? I would have to find a stranger from the internet. And in what world is that just considered normal for people in their 30s? It's just have to...
Yeah, nobody wants to do that. I don't want to do that. Actually, not nobody. I met a guy in Mexico one time. And he said that he moved to Vancouver and he liked it because he could get a high-paying job, and he lived with 4 other people in an apartment. So I definitely think that's one of the politically incorrect things about Canada is a lot of immigrants are fine with living in an apartment with multiple people.
Find a random stranger on the internet to live with. Anyways, I don't care how entitled boomers want to call me, but I will stand my ground on this one, that if you are working a full-time job, you should be able to live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Facts. That is so facts. I'm trying to check on the stream here. I might, let's see what's happening. I might restart it. Like I might just start another stream. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream and then I will start it up in a little bit longer, or not a little bit longer, whatever. I'll start the stream over.